Good morning. Today in our pauses for Lent, we address what Jesus talks about as our treasure. In Matthew chapter 6, the Sermon on the Mount, he says, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." It's interesting what we treasure in our culture. Sometimes it is the absurd. Napoleon's toothbrush once sold for $21,000. John F. Kennedy's golf clubs for over $700,000. Jackie's fake pearls for over $200,000. Recently, Bansky's piece of art entitled "Girl with a Balloon" was sold for $1.4 million. As the gavel hit at the end of the auction, the painting started to shred. He had built a shredder into the frame because he did not want the art to be simply an investment piece. Rather than becoming worthless, I understand in October it sold for $25 million. Our culture, I think, hangs on to a skewed view of what is a treasure. Some people have pointed out to me that the streets of heaven, it says in Scripture, are paved with gold, and that is true, but it may not be pointing to the fact that the streets of heaven are so priceless, but that in heaven's view, gold is asphalt. If we think about that, it's rather interesting how we hold on to our asphalt. And what is a real treasure? Jesus is focusing us on trying to discern where our treasure is. And it has been said, show me your financials, show me your calendar, show me what preoccupies your mind, and that's a roadmap to your treasure. He wants us to treasure the things that he treasures. He wants us to treasure him and his kingdom. And why is that? I think it's the way he looks at us. Susan and I are recent grandparents, and we had the privilege of taking care of our granddaughter for 10 days. She would wake up about 4 a.m, and we would take her into our bed, and she would there go back to sleep between the two of us, and we would just sit and stare at her. And we looked at her, and each of us said, what a treasure she is. And I think that's how the Lord looks at you and me and us, because we are his treasure, and he wants us to see him as our treasure. It has been said it's unwise to grasp onto the things that you cannot keep and fail to take hold of the things that you cannot lose. Where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be. May we make God our treasure, even as he has made us his. May the Lord be with you throughout this Lenten season. Bless you.